Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm really craving doing just a touch of pranayama before we start moving our bodies today. I feel like recently, it's funny with I think all of this situation that we're all in right now, this kind of sense of wanting to be doing more, and then also trying to respect this sense of like, there's not this opportunity to do more, and kind of juggling that sense of this physical itch, but also trying to find I'm trying to think about how I can be salve for myself right now rather than like agitate myself by the lack of normal vices and normal things to do. Yay! Hey, Katie, just jumped on. So, anyways, so I thought we would just start with doing a bit of Nadi Shodanan, which those of you that have practiced with me here in Missoula could probably pick this out as my favorite pranayama practice. What I really love about it is if you come back to the theory of pranayama and the theory of this particular breath technique, we have a central column of energy that runs up and down the spine called the Sushumna. Or it's not up and down the spine, but that's just a nice way to physically find it in your body. And then there's lunar and solar qualities that also come out of that. Today's the full moon, which is also kind of a fun thing. But in general, when you're thinking about the breath and the energies within the body, we tend to be on one side of either more activated or more lethargic, or more heated or more cool. Nadi Shodanan works on blocking and breathing through one side of the body at a time. So you'll breathe in through the left, then out through the right, then in through the right, and out through the left. And what it's said to do is that it brings both of those energies, these heated and cooling energies, which is not to say good and bad or anything like that. They're just energies that we need in our lives. It's said to bring them back into balance. And so I love this technique. When I first started practicing it, I hated it because it made my nose run, and it's allergy season right now. So if you're experiencing allergies, I'm sorry for making you do this. Maybe grab a tissue. So before we get started, just find a comfortable seat. You can set up on a block if that feels good, or a blanket. Sometimes that bit of elevation with the hips helps to just relax the hip flexors. And when you relax through the hip flexors, you can get that natural curvature in the spine. Again, finding that center column of energy. So as you're finding that comfortable seat, the eyes can be open and soft or closed. And I want you just to see if you can sense into that center line of the body, both physically letting maybe just ease extend up through the vertebrae. So there's this sense of them just stacking effortlessly on top of one another. You're not necessarily engaging the muscles to hold the spine in any way. I want you to kind of find that easy physical space. Again, the eyes can stay open and soft, or if it's feeling okay, go ahead and close them. And I just want you to take several deep cleansing breaths up the center column of energy. So maybe starting with the bottom of the exhale at the base of the spine, and then drawing the awareness all the way up to the top of the head, bringing the breath all the way there as well. And then exhale, washing it back down. Right away, noticing how it feels to come into this clarity of the breath, this clarity of the center line in the body. And then we'll just take Nadi Shodanan. If you have this practice already dialed, you can go ahead and start. For those of us that this is new, you'll take the pointer and the middle finger together, and the pinky and the ring finger together, and the thumb separate. I like to practice with my pointer and middle finger here to my third eye, but some people tuck it down, whatever's comfortable for you. My hand kind of cramps out when I do this, so I extend it here to my top of my forehead. And we'll just let all of the breath out on an exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, take the right thumb and plug the right nostril. On an inhale, breathe out the left side. And then on the top of the breath, open the right side, plug the left, and exhale all the air out the right side. Keep the hand as it is. Inhale the breath through the right nostril. And then open the left, close the right, and exhale out all the air through the left. And so that's one round. Inhale left. Open the right, exhale out right. Keep the hand as it is. Breathe in through the right nostril. And then open the left, plug the right, breathe out the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And just continuing with whatever cadence feels easy and natural to you. Maybe a slight lift up of the eyes to the third eye, especially if you've got that pressure point there. If you don't, maybe you're focusing on just tracking the awareness of the breath at the left side of the body and out the right, and vice versa. And see if you can really massage the quality of the breath. So the further you fall into this particular pranayama practice and away from the mental logistics of how to do it, you'll access this space of ease and smoothness, but potency in the breath. Again, seeing if you can treat the breath like a salve here, bringing these warming and cooling energies into balance. All the while noticing that as you're massaging, right, this sense of balance, of being perfectly equal, is just a mental construct, right? So we're constantly moving in and out of one side of the spectrum to the other. So this doesn't have to be perfect. This is just about acknowledging and seeing and bringing things back into a space that's sustainable and healthy. And take one more. When you're complete with this next full round, just go ahead and bring the hands down to the thighs, palms facing down. And again, come back to the breath. Maybe you come back to that center column of energy. Maybe you're just breathing easy in and out. And just take a few moments here to notice any of the subtleties in the physical body and in the breath body and the emotional body after that really brief pranayama practice. Subtle things like how good it feels to breathe through both your nostrils at the same time. Maybe noticing a calming through the mind, but maybe not. For some people, Nadi Shodanan can be a little aggravating. So if that's you, just noticing that. And in this space, setting the intention for your practice today. Whatever floats up, just allow it to be the right thing. Maybe what's floating up is a big mumble jumble of a bunch of words and emotions, and that's fine too. Just hold it. Trust that it will distill itself, give itself that opportunity, maybe even distill down to a word. Perhaps you want to invite in a mantra for class today, an I am statement that you can come back to throughout class. Good. And then gently starting to open up the eyes, letting the gaze be down and the gaze be soft. I want you just to start take some organic movement through the spine. So maybe the hands can stay down on the thighs since that's already where they are, and start to take some spinal circles. Maybe you want to move cat-cow forward to back of the spine. If it's helpful at this point to go ahead and take the block or whatever you're sitting on out, you can, just so you feel the sit bones down into earth. Good. And we're going to go ahead and reach the arms wide. Really spread them wide. Inhale. On an exhale, let the left arm come over the right. Tuck the chin towards the chest and grab for the shoulders. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, right arm over left. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, left arm over. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, arms over. Good. Inhale, take the arms wide, and then the exhale, interlace the hands down around the low back. Roll the shoulders back, press the heart up, sending all of this breath and spaciousness to the front side of the body. Good. Then on an inhale, release the hands, reach them all the way high. Exhale, fingertips come in front of the shins. Pull the earth or the mat back towards you. Feel the upper arm bones wrap back. The heart extends forward. Take a big breath in. And then on an exhale, soften through the hips, soften through the belly, and walk the fingertips forward. You might drop the chin towards the chest. You might rock side to side a little bit here as you're in this forward fold. And then go ahead and walk the hands back. If you're cross-legged, give an opposite switch of the legs. Feel for the sit bones if you're reestablishing here in your easy seat. On an inhale, reach the arms high. On an exhale, take the left hand to the front of the left knee, and on an exhale, the right arm opens up. Good. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, right hand to the front of the right knee. Exhale, left arm opens. Good. Inhale. Exhale, twisting. Inhale. Exhale, twisting. Good. Inhale, come on up. On an exhale, let the left arm come over the right again. Grab your opposite elbows, root through the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and take the elbows forward. And then on an exhale, twist the shoulders to the right. This might be just like an inch. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale as you're twisting, really rooting through the opposite sit bone. Moving with your breath here. Good, one more time each side to side, twisting up to the right, coming through center, twisting to the left. As you inhale this time, take the arms really wide, bend the elbows, scoop them forward, fingertips back, lift the heart and the chest. And then second set of forward fold. Fingertips come forward, grip the mat, drop back towards the shins, open through the heart, and then walk the fingertips down. And then just cross over the knees, rocking up and over if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, swing the knees out to the side. Coming into tabletop, cat-cow might feel really nice here. You might take barrel rolls with the spine, whatever's going to feel comfortable. Staying with your breath, right? So really, instead of focusing here on what you think the physical body should be doing, use the inhales and the exhales to find spaciousness in the body, as well as grounding, right? Good, and we'll find neutral spine here. On an inhale, draw the belly and the front ribs up and in. On an exhale, left toes press back. Inhale, lower the left knee back down. Exhale, right toes back. Side to side, just one more time. Exhale, presses the left foot back. And then exhale, presses the right foot back. Adding on, inhale, neutral. Exhale, left foot back. Press down to the foundation. On the inhale, flip the right foot back. Exhale, lower the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time as you inhale, lift. Press the arms back into down dog. Lift the right leg higher. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes and lower the knees down towards the earth. Inhale, feel the belly drop in towards the spine. Exhale, right toes back. Inhale, press the left foot back. And then exhale, lower the right knee. And straighten. Lower, take the full exhale to lower, the full inhale to straighten the leg. One more time, lowering the knee. This time on the inhale, press the left leg back and high. One-legged down dog. Good. And then exhale, lower the foot. Inhale, rise up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Good. Inhale, find neutral spine. And then press down through the hands, tuck the toes, and float the knees off the earth. Gaze is between the hands, maybe slightly forward. Really pressing down through the palms so you feel the shoulders turned on. Pressing back through the heels and the soles of the feet. Engaging all of the underbody here. Take one more breath in, and then shift the hips back into down dog. Pedal through the feet. Any sort of nice movement here to help you find the edges of your down dog today. And then rise up onto the toes, soften the knees, travel towards the front of the mat. Flat back, hands to shins or the earth. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. We'll just take one sign A to keep warming up. Breath in, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back, hands to shins or the earth. Exhale, step it back. Take a breath in here. Then choose maybe plank lowers to up dog or chaturanga, or baby cobra. Picking one of those two gentle back extensions and then finding your way back into down dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Bend the knees a lot. Travel towards the front of the mat. Flat back. Fold forward. And then come all the way up. Hands down to heart center. Good, go ahead and step the big toes to touch. Heels are gonna be just like a, golf ball, baseball size width apart. Hands down heart center. Before we move anywhere, press the palms together, feel the shoulder blades open wide, and feel the heart space lift up towards the thumbs. Rooted through the feet, drawing it up through the front of the pelvic bone, and then lifting through the top of the head. Take a breath in. On an exhale, sit low, fingertips brush past the heels. And then on an inhale, stay low with the legs, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Take a breath in, lift the heart again towards the thumbs. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a breath in here. And then either stay or sit a little lower and bring the right elbow down to the top of the outside of the left thigh. Roll this right shoulder back, really press the palms together, try to drop into heart center. Maybe take a peek down at that right knee. Make sure it's not swinging in front of the left. Draw it back. And then shift the gaze down towards the feet. On an inhale, bring the right heel up in towards the sit bones. Exhale, tap the right foot back. Big toe touches the back of the mat. Inhale, bring the knee back. Exhale, tap it back. Inhale, bring the knees together, heel towards the sit bone. Inhale, tap it back. Exhale, bring it in, last one. Inhale, tap it back. Keep the hands in prayer, just put more weight back into that right foot, and then lower the knee down. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, frame the front foot, and we'll tuck the back toe, curl the front toes towards the face, and come back into half on line. Deep breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, roll the spine down. Fingertips can be on the earth here or blocks. Inhale, we'll lift the spine. Exhale, roll it down. One more time. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, roll it down. Good. Inhale, come on up. On your fingertips. If you're on blocks, move those with you here. Otherwise, just move the fingertips to the left edge of the mat. You're gonna feel this probably right away in the outside of the left hip. It's okay, breathe. Send that healing breath into the hips. Take one more breath in and out. And then on the inhale, we're moving the hands around to the right side of the mat. So right around 180, spin the right heel underneath, turn the left outside edge of the foot down, and the right hand comes to the back of the mat. Nice big stretch here through the left side body. Inhale, press through the right fingertips, bring the torso up, both arms reach high. Exhale, left hand comes to the back of the left leg, reaching the right fingertips up and over. Good. Inhale, come up through neutral. We're gonna turn the left toes out here, and then bend through the left knee. Bring the left forearm down on towards the top of the left knee. Right arm reaches high. Inhale, straighten through through the left leg, arms reach high. Exhale, bend the left knee, left hand taps. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, tap. Inhale, straighten. Last one, exhale, tap. Go ahead and walk back around. Left foot comes to the left side of the mat. Sweep the left leg back and high. Exhale, down dog. Rise up onto the toes. Bend the knees a lot. Travel towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then come all the way up. Hands down, the heart center. Press the palms together. Sternum spreads wide. Lift up through the front of the hips. And then on an exhale, sit low. Fingertips brush past the legs. Inhale, come on up to chair. Nice. Hands down to heart center again. Lengthen the spine first. So always lengthening the spine before you let the exhale take you into a twist. To the right. Deep breath in. Maybe stay high or maybe sit a little lower, bringing the left elbow down to the top or the outside of the ring. Roll the right shoulder back. Send the hips back and lengthen through the left side body. And then shift the gaze down. On an inhale, bring the left heel up towards the sit bones, knees pressed together. Exhale, tap it back. Inhale, bring it together. Exhale, tap it back. Again, using the full length of the breath for the movement. So don't be in a rush. See how squeezy and full attention you can make this movement. How kind of luscious. Drop the toes back. And then weight back into the left toes. Lower the left knee down. Good. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Curl the front toes towards the face. Half round. Come up onto fingertips or block, heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Last one, exhale, round. Inhale, find that flat back. Take both hands over to the right side of the mat. As you're doing so, your right hip and thigh are drawn back. Your right toes are really curling towards the face. And breathe. So if you notice that the physical body and the boundary there creates a shortness in the breath, see how you can adjust the spine. See how you can adjust the physical posture so you can find more spaciousness in the breath. More spaciousness in the breath leads to more spaciousness in the posture. Okay, coming back around, walk the hands to the left, swing the left heel under, right outside edge of the foot. Ground. Right arm sticks up and over, modified side plank. Really press through the right outside edge of the foot. Reach with the fingers, then engage the core. And come on up. And take a side bend to the other side. Good, then inhale, both arms high, turn out through the right toes. On an exhale, bend the right knee, tap the right forearm down. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Then walk back around to your low lunge at the front of the mat. Tuck the back toe. Lift the right leg. Scoop it back and high. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. And you're down dog. Inhale. Roll forward to plank. On an exhale, with the feet hip distance apart, just drop the heels to the right. Press down to the left hand. Keep the hips high. Almost like you're squeezing an orange here in the side body. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, heels to the left. Stay. And then inhale, come through center. Your choice. Maybe take a flow down. Maybe flow back. Maybe come to child's for a moment. Good. Then rise up high onto the toes. Bend the knees a lot and travel towards the front of the mat. We'll take a flat back. We'll fold forward and then meet up at the top of the mat. And go ahead and grab your strap if you have it. If you don't have a strap, maybe grab a blanket or a sweatshirt or something. We're just gonna have that at the ready. Shifting the weight into the right foot to start. We're gonna bring the left knee up into the chest. And just hug the knee in towards the chest. You can interlace the fingers. What I want you to notice here is that even though the left leg's up and in, anytime we start to hug here for the front of the, in front of our body, our shoulders are gonna run forward, right? This is our like, I'm at the computer, I'll take posture. So press the fingertips into the shin, roll the shoulders back, And then draw down through your lats so you feel really strong and open through the chest. Nice. And then take the strap, find the sole of the foot. And you're gonna just stay here, same posture, but I just want you to feel this into the arms, roll the shoulders back, draw down through the lats. And then start to maybe extend the sole of the foot forward. So the nice thing about the strap is that you can get this straightening through the leg without, again, letting the shoulders and the arms feel like they're going to be dislocated. So roll it back. The hands can be as close as you need. Really press to the sole of the foot forward. Good, and then we're going to take both straps into the right hand, bring the left hand down to the hip. Press it down. Feel the spine lengthen, and then move into a twist. As much as you can to the left. Draw the left shoulder back. Hand can stay here at the hip or can reach forward. Good. And then coming back around, grab both straps with the left hand, right hand to the hip. Opposite, now we're moving the leg, opening it out to the side. Pressing out through the sole of the foot, make sure your leg feet up through the outside of the right hip, maybe the right arm comes out to the side. Good, then come back around. Go ahead and release the strap, let it come down to the earth for a moment, reach both arms high. Exhale, send the left leg back, Tadasana. As you're coming forward into Tadasana, knit the front ribs back towards the belly and the hip bones. Kick back through the left foot, take a breath in. On an exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten. One more time, exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten. And then lowering the hands down, coming for a moment into standing splits. And then bend through the standing leg, lower the left toes to the back of the mat. We're gonna sweep the right leg back and high. And then keeping the right leg lifted, walk the hands towards the back of the mat. As the hands walk closer to the foot, try to reach the right heel higher, square the right hip down. Come up onto the fingertips or blocks, and on a breath in, lift the left heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, lower. And now we're coming to stand on this left leg at the back of the mat. Maybe soften it so you can feel the integrity of the leg. Bring the right knee up to the chest. Hands come to heart center. Turn out through that right foot, flex at the ankle, and take figure four. As deep into your figure four as you want to go. Maybe the elbows come down to the inside of the knee and the ankle. Maybe you take the arm balance or a forward fold from here. Couple more breaths. If you're in the arm balance or forward fold, start to work back up. And then we'll all start to lengthen back up through the torso, bringing the knee in towards the chest. On an exhale, we're coming right back down into that standing splits at the back of the mat. Hands reach to the earth. Right leg lifts. Take a breath in. On an exhale, walk the hands back forward toward the front of the mat. Take a moment here in this three-legged down dog. And then sweep that right foot between the hands, turn the back foot down. Grab your strap and come on up. Warrior two, side of the mat. So, foundation first. Front heel to the center of the back foot. Draw this right hip back, torso's turned towards the side of the mat. And you're gonna take this strap here into the left hand. So reach the arms out wide, straps in the left, or sweatshirt or whatever you've got. And then take the left arm high, bend the elbow, turn the right palm back, and then find the strap with the right hand. And I want you to find sustainability in the breath here. So this is actually one of my least favorite things to do in yoga, is this with my arms. It's really hard for my shoulders. And my breath gets really short. So what I like to think about is oftentimes we splay. Here's we're doing this. Knit the front ribs in, draw the belly button back and in, and then see if you can use this foundation as an anchor point for the base of the spine. And on an inhale, lift all the way through the crown of the head. Maybe even using that left hand or left tricep or forearm to lengthen the crown forward. Good. Take a breath in, draw the right hip back, and on an exhale, lean the right shoulder towards the right knee, finding a straight line between the left shoulder and the left outside edge of the foot. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, moving into extended. Inhale, come on up. This time, exhale, come down into extended, stay here. Try to draw the left tricep and elbow more forward towards the front of the room. Knit the front ribs in. Remember to find space for the heart to open. Good, stay here with the spine as it is, just straighten through the right leg this time. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, bring the torso up, turn the right toes in. Gentle back bend here, and then slowly fold forward. Finding a flat back, making our way into Ardha Matsyendrasana, pause in the flat back, and then start to fold all the way down. And we'll gently let go of the strap. You can move it back towards the front of the mat so it's ready for the next side. And whatever sort of variation you'd like to in Ardha Matsyendrasana, go for it. It can be very energized, forward fold. You can even take some side bends here, some more fluidity. Might feel nice in the hips and the spine. Right, so you do you. And then on an inhale, we'll all meet back with the hands underneath the shoulders on the fingertips. Turn the right toes out, walk back around. Heel toe this right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Heel connects, toe turns out, lower the back knee. Good. And we'll just stay here. We'll come back here a couple times. Once more on the other side, obviously, and then we'll come back in again at the end of class. But maybe you're finding some side-to-side movement. If you want to go deeper right now, you're more than welcome. Good. We'll tuck the back toe, plant the hands, lift the knee. For a moment here, squeeze this right knee into the tricep. Then maybe keep that squeezing and draw the right heel up and towards the sit bone. And then float it back, plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, heels forward to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, heels right. Inhale, center. Your choice of a flow or resting posture, someplace where you can connect back to the breath, back to that sustainability in the practice. We'll meet back in down dog. Inhale, rise up on the toes, bend the knees a lot, and travel towards the front of the mat. Flat back, grab it. Exhale, fold forward, grab your strap, and go ahead and come on up. All right, other side, weight into the left. So as you're transferring the weight into the left, what we have a tendency to do here is kind of get like sassy about it, right? Like we shift it back. See if you can draw this hip up and in as you're bringing the right knee towards the chest, right? So you're in Tadasana. This doesn't get compromised just because you lift the right knee. So hugging the knee in, rolling the shoulders back, pressing down through the lats, leg through the top of the head, and then strap around the sole of the foot. Again, just a moment here to find that same position just with the strap. And then when you're ready, using an exhale to send the sole of the foot forward, leg just straight. It can be low, it can be up at your face, doesn't matter. Find a place that's sustainable for you. And notice that the shoulders are still drawing back. Both straps into the left hand. Right hand comes to the hip. Press down through that hip and get long through the torso. Breath in. Exhale, start to twist. Right shoulder, right side body draws back. Slowly shifting the drishti, your gaze around. Maybe releasing the back fingertips. Check in with your breath. And then coming back around to the front of the mat. Take both straps in the right hand, left hand to the hip, and open the right leg out towards the side. Again, stay here. Maybe release the left arm. Maybe even the gaze turns to the left. Good. And then come back through center. Go ahead and release the strap. And exhale, coming back into Tadasana. So the right leg lifts back. Go ahead and drop the strap for now. Arms fly back. Dial the pinky fingers towards the face. Reach them back, scoop the heart forward. On an exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And straighten. Last time. Exhale, bend. And straighten and standing splits. Let the hands fall towards the earth. Lift that right heel back and high. Square the hips. Good. Then come up, fingertips on the earth, bend through the left knee, reach the right toes back. Plant the hands on the front side of the, on either side of the front foot, and scoot that left leg back and high. Walk the hands to the back of the mat. Keep the left leg lifting. Square the left hips down, coming into standing split to the back. Onto the fingertips. Breath in, lift the right heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Every time you lower that right heel, see if you can lift the left a little bit more. Last time, lower. Good, and then we're bringing the left knee into the chest. Maybe bend that standing leg so you can come on up. Bring the left knee in. Flex through the ankle, turn out, figure four, back in the mat. Always nice to stay high if this is feeling spacious for you. If you want to get a little deeper into the hips, you can start to bend the knees a little bit more. Really flex through this left ankle, left toes, left foot. Come down as far as you'd like. Calm your breath. If you could use it to calm your entire body, massage the entire inside. Starting to come back up, bringing the knee into the chest. Arms lift high. On an exhale, finding your way back down into standing split. So folding forward, fingertips find the earth. Lift the back leg high. Breath in. Exhale, keep the left leg lifted as you walk forward into three-legged down dog. Good. Then step the left foot between the hands. Grab your strap. Turn the back foot down. Come on up. Warrior two. Foundation. Front heel. Center of the back foot. Knee over the ankle. All that good stuff. Reach the arms wide. Take the strap into the right hand. Palms face up. Right arm lifts. Elbow bends. Left palm turns back. Elbow bends and finds the strap. And then draw the belly button and the front ribs back and into the midline. Don't let them splay. Leg through the crown of the head. Take a breath in. Draw the left thigh bone back slightly. And then lengthen the left side body and the left shoulder forward. Inhale, press through the feet and stack back up. Two more times. Exhale. Side bend. Inhale, up. Last one, exhale, side bend. Stay here and let the right tricep come forward towards the front of the mat. Good. Hold that on a breath in, straighten through the left leg. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Don't just straighten, really press through the foot and feel the whole body draw back with power. Bend. Last time, straighten, stay here. Lift the torso, turn the left foot in. Gentle back bend, maybe lift the gaze. And then forward fold. Draw the belly button up and in. So strong through the torso. So strong pressing through the outside edges of the feet. Come all the way down. And then release your strap. Again, any sort of movement here that might feel nice to you. Maybe it's just staying and hanging. Maybe you're active. Maybe you're taking some nice movement side to side. Good. On an inhale, come back up on the fingertips under the shoulders. Turn the left toe out, walk around, heel toe it to the outside edge of the mat. Heel connects, toe and knee turn out. Lower the back knee. Fingertips are under the shoulders. Maybe you stay. Maybe you take some nice side bends. Good. Tuck the back toe. Press down through the hands. Lift the knee. And then squeeze this left knee right into the tricep. Maybe stay there. Maybe hug the left heel up and then float it back. Take a plank. Good. From here, lower down onto the forearms. Good. Options. Side to side, like we did. Or maybe walk the feet in a few steps and then walk them back a few steps. Wherever you are, really pressing down through fingertips spread wide, all the palm and finger pads, as well as the forearms. As many as you'd like. Good. And then eventually when you're done, just come down into Sphinx. Tops of the feet press, pinky toes dial down. Give a nice rock to side to release through the low back. Good. And press through the forearms, draw the elbows back towards the hips, and drop the chin towards the chest. Good. Go ahead and lower it down. Elbows come wide, hands stack. Bend the knees, let them fall side to side. And then we'll find our way back into tabletop. Take a breath or two in tabletop just to get some neutralization through the spine. Maybe a cat-cow, maybe just breathing length. Sacrum drawing back. And then let the hips come back. Tuck the toes. And come and sit at the back of the mat. Palms up. Backs of the hands on the top of the thighs. And just take a moment here to breathe. Good. On an inhale, let the arms sweep high. Shift the hips over the knees. On an exhale, go ahead and we're going to interlace the hands today. You can take traditional camel. I'm going to interlace my hands, roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart, drop down through the sit bones. Take one more breath in. Release the hands. Exhale, go ahead and sit back. Good. And then come down to the tops of the feet. Let the heels come slightly to the outsides of the hips if you can. And then your choice. You might be able to just yard sail on back. If that's you, go for it. I like to bring my hands to the soles of my feet, maybe even my thumbs there. Wrap the shoulders back, and then come on down to my elbows. Another, if this is too much, grab your blocks or pillows, or roll that blanket. You can place those behind you here as well, and just come down for a little bit of extra support. Go ahead and start to roll on back up, really gently using the core, moving slowly. Backs the palms towards the thighs, lengthening the spine. Then we'll walk the hands back out to the front of the mat, tuck the toes, and shift the hips up and back, down back. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, shift the shoulders over the wrists and step the right foot to the right side of the mat. Second set of lizard. Heel connects, toe turns out. Maybe you stay high. Maybe you lower the knee. Maybe you come onto the palms or all the way down onto the forearms. Lots of options here. You can also work into the arm balance. Prep from here, taking your right bicep around to the back of the right calf so you can tuck the shoulder in underneath there. You can also, of course, move into Epipata if you have that in your practice. Good, and then tuck the back toe, lift the knee, press down through the fingertips. We're moving into Ardha Matsyendrasana, so this left knee is gonna tuck under the right calf and you'll face the right side of the mat. Coming to sit down. Right hand comes around, left arm reaches high. Exhale, hug the left knee in towards the belly and the chest. Exhales take you deeper into the twist. Inhale to remind you where you came from. Good. And we'll go ahead and come back through neutral. Let the hands come around to the other side. Draw the belly button back, tuck the chin towards the chest. Good. And then let the hands plant here. Press down through the palms and the right foot. Rock the hips up and step the left foot back. Good. Inhale, sweep the right leg back and high. Exhale, down dog. Right into the other side. Breath in, lifts the left leg. Exhale, step it to the outside edge of the mat. Second set of lizard. Turn the toes out, turn the knees out. Any sort of movement here that feels nice in your body. Great spot to close the eyes and really follow the breath. Be curious. Notice where it wants to travel in the body. Notice what it's moving toward, and then see if you can sense for tension anywhere else in the body, and just give it permission to release. And then watch the breath go a little deeper to where it's moving. We'll plant both hands under the shoulders. Tap the back toe, lift the knee, engage through the belly. Right knee's coming under the left calf. Anchoring the sit bones to the left side of the mat. Left hand comes around, right arm reaches high. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Be kind with the spine. So early in my practice, I felt like right away I would just rip into the biggest twist that I could. If you think about the mechanics of the spine, we get a lot of the health in twists through what's called imbibing, which is this kind of ringing of the spine. So actually by stepping in and following the breath into the twist, you're actually bringing more fluid and health into your spine. And you'll get to that deeper twist. Eventually, maybe you'll even get further because you've created a safe space for the body to receive the posture. When you're ready, breath in will take you back through center, and just counter twist the other way. Both arms come around the right side body. Draw the belly button back, anchor through this left hip, tuck the chin to the chest. And then plant the hands towards the front of the mat. Left foot plants as well. Rock forward, send the right leg back. And then sweep this left leg back and high. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to hover. Draw the belly button up and in. Shift the shoulders over the wrist. Take a breath in here. And then lower the knees. Cross at the ankles. And sit back. Soles of the feet flat on the mat in front of you. You can scooch forward a bit. We'll take both before we come down onto our backs. Hands around the backs of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart. Breath in. Exhale, round the spine back. Then find that space in between both of those. Okay? Space of neutral. And then let someone have their hands behind your heart space. Go ahead and lean back, supported, grounded. Eventually the feet will get light. Maybe lift them to parallel. And then maybe release the palms forward. Breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms lift as you come through center. Exhale, arms come down to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time. You can quit at any point. Roll on down to your back, so just meet you there. Last time through center, the hands will come down to the shins, maybe to the backs of the thighs, and roll on down. Hug the knees. Rock it side to side. Good. So a couple of moments here before we move into final Tadasana, we're going to take bridge, just for a gentle back bend. Soles of the feet onto the earth, heels in close towards you, knees hip distance apart, palms are pressing down. And just roll on up as high as you feel like you can without efforting too much here. And I want you to bring awareness to the big toe mounds, press down there. And then feel the inner thighs wrapping down. And with those 2 points, see if you can just relax a little through the glutes. Maybe you take your fingers and kind of poke here, see if you can get them to relax.
The hips might drop momentarily, and then if you re-engage through those toe mounds, wrapping down to the thighs, lift the hips again. All right, so this is just creating lift here without squeezing into the low back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, roll the spine down. Good. And then we're going to move into shoulder stand. We'll bring the knees into the chest. Always an option here if you'd like to do a restorative shoulder stand, if that's feeling like it could be just really delicious today. Grab a block or a blanket or a pillow. Just pop the hips up. Soles of the feet come towards the ceiling. This is like the best ever, especially at the end of the day. If you'd like to come into shoulder stand, you can come on up if you know where you're going. Press the palms down. Gauge through the belly. Roll the spine up until the hips can come up enough that you can bend the elbows and catch the hips in the hands. And then notice that the legs are back over top, or the feet are back over top behind the head. See if you can send the heels back towards the front of the mat. And then engage up through that sort of flex point posture in the feet. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you want to play a little bit, dropping one leg back. And then the other, you can also take eagle legs. Lots of different variations here to play with. Stay, if you have it in you to stay a little longer. Eventually we'll come back down into plow. So engaging through the legs, engaging through the belly, slowly floating the toes back behind you. And you'll feel more of the weight of the hips come into the hands here as the hips shift towards the front of the mat to counteract the toes moving back. And then eventually the toes land, you can get the opposite, get some nice stretch through the legs by shifting the hips back towards the head, flexing through the soles of the feet. And then on your own, choose your own adventure on out of here. You can just roll on down. You can take happy baby. You can bring the knees in towards the chest and rock side to side. Just notice what else you might be needing before you come into a final resting posture today. Eventually finding your way back with the soles of the feet on the ground. Again, choosing your own adventure here, maybe dropping the knees side to side, maybe taking supta for a second. When you feel ready, just let the legs glide down. Let the arms glide out. Take a final resting shape, right? Final resting posture that feels like it is embodied from your practice. Like it gives you space to be you. Like it lets breathe everything that you worked on the mat today. And by being open, by creating this posture of openness, you're creating an environment in which real things land. The practice crystallizes into the bones and the body and the soul. So it takes both. You have to be open in order to actually have things harden into the wisdom of the body. Gently with your awareness, just bring all of your breath, this like newness and potential of the next inhale to the crown of the head. And then gently with the exhale, just wash the breath down over the body, past the feet, almost like a wave, like you were laying in the shallows. Inhale, bringing it back up to the top of the head. Exhale, letting it wash back down. One or two more times, just like that. And when you catch it, just that potential for gentle movement through the body. Maybe you're staying with that breath in and down. Maybe you're coming back to center and just letting some of that easy movement percolate out. And then when you feel called and ready, just rocking onto the left or the right side. Take a few rounds of breath here. Feel held, feel strong, feel clear. And when you're ready, coming on up to seat. Taking your time to get there, keeping the movements calm, easy, stacking your body back into that center of you. And then let's just bring the hands to stack today, one hand on top of the other, right at the heart space, even a little bit more towards center. Taking a breath in and out. Another one, deep breath in, letting the exhale be a little longer than the inhale. And then letting the breath calm and bringing the inward attention down to the space of the heart, taking a moment here to acknowledge everything that got us on the mat today. Big things, the little things, the things we see clearly and the things that might have been hiding in disguise. And we'll bring the hands to touch, lifting the thumbs to the third eye, lifting the chin slightly in acknowledgement of this space, this practice, this community that gathered today, for all the lessons the practice might have given us, subtle and otherwise. For all these, we'll fold forward, sending our practice out into the world where it's needed. Thanks so much for coming. Namaste, you guys. I'm gonna unmute you. It was like right on cue, like my dog knew practice was over. She just like zoomed right into the house and around me and jumped up on the couch. I appreciate you, girls. Thanks for coming today. I hope it felt good. Drink your water.
Sarah, that was really nice.
Oh, you're so
Thank you.
fun to practice.
Thank you, Sarah.
With the badass group of ladies today. That was really fun from all over the place. Yeah. All right, holler if you have anything. Saturday morning, there's class at 8 Mountain Time. That's it for this week. I love you guys.
Hey, love you.
Yeah, have a good day.